Good afternoon. It's time for yet another NFL Bucky's Mill Day. This is your host, Mike C. And of course, to start the show, as always, it's Bucky. Say hi, Bucky. Bucky says hi. Last week's video did okay. I forgot to check, but the last time I checked, it was up to 16, I believe, maybe 17. I'll post it on the information later. Forgot to do it because I've been doing mocks all over the place. But we're going to get some other information out first because this is all about the NFL draft, which is 3 days away. Bucky. All right. Where am I? Okay, the Hawks are done. They finished with 23, 53, and 6 for 53 points. They finished last, of course. And that doesn't sound right. 23, 50. I mean, it is, yeah. All right. For 38 points, I'm sorry. But the playoffs are going along, and I haven't been following them very closely. I always root for the Bruins because it's my brother's team. But I've watched maybe 5 minutes of it. My Hawks aren't in it, then it's like, then I'm not in it. The Reds are doing okay. Where's my Reds information? Reds are 12 and 9, and they're third in the division, so they're doing okay. I forgot to check who they're playing. I'll put that in the description later. My mind is so focused on the draft that it's hard to differentiate and deter from that. Lions are still picking 29th. There's a lot of speculation. They're going to trade up, trade down. I've seen both scenarios. I've seen they stay put and pick at 29. One mock I saw today, and I actually loved it. Had that Lions actually trading up with the Dolphins, which I believe was 15, I want to say, and they give up their first round this year and a third round 25. And they selected Jared Verse, and I would love that. Absolutely love it. He's 23, which is not a big deal. From Florida State. That would complement Aiden Hutchinson phenomenally, and then the secondary would come together. I would love that. If they trade up, that's who I would want them to pick. I've seen other mock drafts, all over the place, but that one really struck me. Like, yeah, I can dig that. I can handle that. I've seen them trade down. I haven't seen one trade down where I've liked yet. The players they've gotten just do not excite me. So I'm hoping either stay put or trade up and get Jared Verse. That'd be fine. Now, who do I want them to pick? My number one player for them for a long time has been Kool-Aid McKinstry, cornerback from Alabama. He's got a slight foot injury, which I mentioned before. He'll heal from that. He's already had surgery, and he's an excellent corner, especially cover corner. And I would be over the moon if they picked him. Not just because I got pictures of him, but he's a great pick. And he's injured, so that's kind of a Lions MO. But and I've always liked him. The name is cool, but that's my number one choice. My second choice would be Chop Robinson. A smaller but very speedy defensive end. Great first step. And not overly productive as far as stats, but, stats will come. He's possibly going to be there. Again, I've seen all these guys higher up than 29. There's a Darius Robinson who really wants to be on the Lions. He'd be okay. I wouldn't mind him. Jackson Powers Johnson, interior offensive lineman, would be a good pick. So there's lots of good guys out there, obviously. But Kool-Aid is my number one. And if he's there and the Lions don't pick him, I'll be very, very upset. I'll have to deal with it. I trust Brad Holmes, but he can make mistakes too. He's not immortal or omnipowerful. But that's who I want the Lions to pick for many, many reasons. That being said, I did 5. 5 3-round mocks for the Lions, just so it doesn't take 20 hours to do. And I'm very happy with it. There's only one player that I picked twice, and they just all kind of fell differently. There was chances to pick other players, but there's 3 rounds, and we're going to just start right away. My very first one, and I love this one. It's, I think, the best of overall. Wait, first, Bucky, what in the world do you have in front of you? I forgot again. We've got 3 more autograph cards. There are 3 cornerbacks. And on Bucky's right, we have Jamal Agnew. A good corner. He was pretty good, actually. On the far left is Darius Slay, big play Slay, and another very good cornerback, still currently on the Eagles. In the middle, one of my favorite autos is cornerback Dick LeBeau, and it's Hall of Fame autograph, and I love that card. So that kind of pays homage to picking Kool-Aid. Can he be a Hall of Famer? We'll see about that. But it's cornerback day as far as cards go. Next week, I'm not sure what I'll have. If I have the pictures of the guys, we'll see what happens. Some of the draft picks, it's a work in progress. I won't have autograph cards because I'm not getting those anymore, unfortunately. But yeah. Let me see. Let's put this over here so I can see it. Yeah. All right. My first 3-round mock draft. The first overall pick, I picked Kool-Aid McKinstry, of course, cornerback, Alabama. My number 1 pick, and I'm going to be rooting for him. In the second round, I've got Braylon Trice, edge from Washington, another player I really like. Yeah, didn't just pick corner edge or edge corner and interior offensive lineman. Trying to change it up a little bit because I don't want to be too predictable, but it's pretty much close to that. And then in the third, I got Cooper Beebe, a guard from Kansas State. Another very good selection. And I'd be very happy if the Lions came away with those first 3 guys. My next mock, I've got Jazar Newton, or Johnny Newton, in defensive lineman from Illinois. I've seen him picked. I'd be very happy with that pick also. Gets interior pass rush, and he's a good run defender, and just a very good player. Like 299, so not overly defensive, lineman, huge. That's really the interior pass rush, and that can be very effective. My next mock, I've got Jerzon. I already mentioned Jerzon Newton. Chris Boswell, a defensive end from Alabama, and I've seen him available in a lot of picks, and I'd be okay with that. Lions like Alabama players, and so do I. And then here's the only one I've got duplicate, Cooper Beebe, again, the guard from Kansas State. My third one, I've got Jackson Powers Johnson, interior offensive lineman from Oregon. I like Duck players, as you'll see later on. Versatile, it can be guard, it can be center, offensive tackle, just a versatile, and the Lions like, Brad Holmes likes versatile players. And he had some injury problems, some questions. I haven't really found out too much about that. But that would be a fantastic pick. In the second round, I've got Xavier Leggett, a wide receiver from South Carolina. And I've actually seen somebody pick him first, and I totally disagreed with him. But he's a good wide receiver, not in the first round. The Lions don't need a first round wide receiver, in my opinion. And then I've got Tyler Nubin, a safety from Minnesota. Very good safety. Sometimes, the number 1, at least number 1 or 2 safety, and that'd be a very good pick for them. He's from Minnesota, but I can deal with that because then he'd be a Detroit Lions, so that's fine. My third mock, fourth. I'm right up to 4th. Wow. I've got Cooper DeJean, defensive back from Iowa. He could be corner, he could be safety, interior. Another versatile player. He can play special teams. Coming off an injury again, it's a MO of the Lions, but very versatile. I really like Cooper DeJean. Probably, as either a safety Outside corner, not as much, but a nickel corner would be fine. Cooper DeJean is a great player, and I would be okay with that. Um, then I've got Braden Fisk, defensive lineman from Florida State, name I've seen mocked to the Lions a few times. There was a question poll somebody did that. Are you tired of mock drafts? Yes and no. I mean, I still look at them. I still do them as I'm posting 4 here or 5. Yeah, I want the draft to start, but then the problem with that is then it's going to be over. But then the evaluations come in, so kind of mixed feelings. But it's time. It's going to be this Thursday. We got shrimp. Another thing is shrimp, and I got party mix. I have to make, and we're going to be all set and have stuff to drink. Carl's going to watch it with me again. I'm not sure about the entire first round, but especially the Vikings trade up, which in my mock, well, I'm going to get to that later. But yeah, then I got Zach Zenter, which fell to me, which is perfect. Interior offensive lineman from Michigan, who I thought was one of the best either centers or guard interior offensive lineman on the board last year until he got injured, and that'd be a perfect. That's probably my second favorite overall pick in this entire mock draft session that I did, because I love Zach Zenter, and he'd be perfect. He would be fantastic. I would love that. Now, the last one I did, a little bit different. We like to throw a little difference in there. I did an all X draft, which is not as easy as I thought it was, because I thought X was more popular. There's a few earlier on. Later on, it got a little difficult, and I had to change it up a couple times because there just wasn't a lot of X players in there. But only 2, so that's pretty good. My first is Xavier Worthy, which I mentioned before, wide receiver from Texas. I wouldn't pick him then, but it's all X, so we got to go with that. Next pick was Braylon Allen, which is from Wisconsin, which again does not have an X in it, but I wanted to draft Braylon Allen, just from Wisconsin, and he's a possibility. Maybe in the 3rd round, I would not mind that at all, but I just wanted to get him in there just because there was too much of a gap in the 2nd round for an X player. Then I found Bo. These guys nobody has in their mocks. I mean, come on, guys. Bo Limmer. He is interior offensive lineman from Arkansas. And the weird thing is, some of these players matched up with the Lions' needs, so that was fantastic. But Bo Limmer, from Arkansas. Then I've got, I'm not sure I say his name. Jalix Hunter from Houston Baptist. I'm sure I haven't seen him before, but, he's got an X in his name, so Jalix Hunter. Then I got Johnny Dixon, a cornerback from Penn State. So that's pretty cool. And then I got, where's the last one? Or was that it? That was it, okay. Yeah. Oh, then I got my last guy is, again, not another X guy, but I found his name. I had to pick him. Storm Duck, cornerback from Louisville. I got to pick a guy named Duck, so that was my last pick. But so yeah, that was fun. I will do my final. I don't know what 4.05, whatever it is, doesn't matter. Not all 32 teams, but I'll do a 32 team mock draft tomorrow. All the teams that are available. Some teams that traded out, they don't have 1st round picks, like the Texans, for example, the Browns. So I will do my 32 player mock draft tomorrow, my final one, and then just enjoy the next couple days. Lots of rumors, lots of smoke, and for the actual draft to take place. It's a magical time of the year. It's one of my favorite sporting events, and I've loved the draft for many, many years, decades. And the other day I taped an NFL Network. They had not all, but a good chunk of the actual draft shows. The classics like Who the Hell is Mel Kiper, things like that. Aaron Rodgers was on yesterday. and just a couple other ones. There was the Dan Marino was on there, one of them, and I watched it, and the Lions could have picked Dan Marino and Jim Kelly, or Jim Kelly, I should say. It's like, really? They picked June Jones, which is like, that's why they weren't very good for many, many years, because, decisions like that. But that was fascinating. I, watched them all, and it's good memories, and just good to go to shows that I love to watch. And so I've got, I think, 4 or 5 of them, so that'll be exciting. Other than that, that's about it, guys. The weather's okay, kind of windy, but it's nice. It's warm enough. Suki and I, when she's up on the chair sleeping, we'll go for WLK later, so that's good. Otherwise, not much else to report. Like I said, we're ready. I'll make party mix probably Wednesday, I think. Gotta, let it set for a day or so. So, that being said, enjoy the draft. I hope they, make great selections. I really want Kool-Aid. We'll see what happens. And well, those are my drafts. And I got one tomorrow. Like I said, it'll be my final one. And then, we get the regular season. Then we start, next year's draft, which I know very little about. I'll get a college magazine, because I don't know a lot of the players, which you almost have to because it's college. And we'll start all over. So for Mike C, and of course, Star Show, as always, it's Bucky. Say bye, Bucky. Bucky says bye. Enjoy the draft. Take care. Be safe. And we'll catch you down the road. Bye now.